TJ, you've been back a couple of weeks now. Just update on your body. How's it feeling? Do you feel like you're getting more and more into the rhythm, or are you already back to 100%, do you think?
No, I think I'm back to 100%. I wouldn't come back if I wasn't. The team had a bit of chemistry going on with the young guys, but again, I feel good. I'm back in the starting lineup and trying to help this team win, and I've done that the past 2 games with everyone else, so we just got to keep it rolling.
How difficult was it sitting out during that run for the club?
It was very, very hard. Obviously, we lost 6 out of 7 games, or 7 out of 8, something like that. So it's hard to watch, but you see it as a different perspective, and you got to take care of your body a bit more and not get injured. But things happen.
It's nice that you come back in and the team starts winning. But what do you think's changed, particularly in the last 2 weeks?
I think obviously we had that meeting. We kind of established roles and held each other accountable. And obviously Mike's gone shorter with the rotation and kind of told us to play our game a bit more freely. And as a first-year coach, you try to do a bit of the X's and O's a bit too much, and you got to trust people who've been in this league before, like myself, Jarrell Martin, Jason Kadee, and he's trusted us, and we started to win games. So it's all about believing each other and working as a team to get it done.
How hard is it to sort of find that balance when you're speaking to a coach? Obviously, it's sort of his way or the highway. But it's hard to say, look, this is how the players have done. Is that sort of
No, not really. You got to look at it as a both player and coach angle. There's a lot of respect. At the end of the day, we just want to win. There's nothing else. Like, this isn't the NBA G League where you're trying to get a call up or something like that. This is, you compete for a championship or you don't get anything, and that's how other people get paid when you win. So that's how you really have to look at it.
The Jack Jumpers to come this weekend. They've sort of been in a bit of a similar form of you, where they've been a bit up and down and a bit streaky. What do you expect?
Obviously, they won 8 straight games and they've dropped 2, 1 at home and then 1 last night against the Illawarra. So they'll come out hungry. Obviously, we've picked them for the shootout, so I bet they know that as well. So playing in Tassie is always a bit of hostility on my behalf and everyone else. So we look forward to another great matchup with them.
When you're in this position on the ladder, you probably can't qualify for the top 6 at this point, but you can certainly drop off the pack. Could these next 2 games sort of make or break your season?
I wouldn't say make or break. I think there's a lot of teams losing, and we've beaten obviously United and we've beaten Sydney. So if people continue to beat each other, you never know how the ladder will shift. But if we do win these next 2 games, we could be in that top 6. So for us, it's just win these 9 games and then worry about everything else after that.
Does it almost feel like a bit of deja vu from this point last year, where you needed that amazing run? Obviously, you then went on an incredible run and almost made it. Does it feel quite similar?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we fired the coach last year, roughly in November, and kind of took us a bit to get going. But I think the chat that we had kind of turned the season around of holding each other accountable. And at the end of the day, we just want to play winning basketball. That's all we want to do, and I think we're starting to do that slowly. And hopefully we can continue it. As we say, you've got 9 games left. I think we got 3 or 4 at home, and then the rest are on the road. So it'll be interesting to see what we can get done.
Is there any sort of us against them mentality where it's like the players in the club versus the outside noise? Obviously there has been some up and downs and some drama. Are you using that to galvanise the team?
No, not really. Obviously there's always drama. I guess in Adelaide everyone picks on us. It's just how it is. But I think it's just with us. Like, it's either we make it or we break it. Like, there's no outside noise. Like, there'll be outside noise regardless if we're playing good or bad. So we just got to keep it in-house and just keep moving forward.
We know you guys can score. Is it your defence that's going to get you across the line?
I think so. Obviously, last 2 games we've held 2 great scoring teams to in the 80s and 90s, which is really good for us. And we just got to keep doing it defensively, because that's what fuels our offense. We want to play fast, and when we play fast and we defend, it's hard to beat.
And how far away Sunday? Because he's a big part of that.
I actually don't know. He was supposed to be close, but I don't know. I think you got to be careful with these sort of things. I mean, if he does it again, just like in my situation, I took a bit longer. If you do it again, you're out for the rest of the season. So we kind of need him for the back end of the last 4 or 5 games, and hopefully into playoffs. So I know the management and the team physio are doing a good job with that.
Do you think that has sort of been an underrated piece that was missing, particularly when you're struggling? Like say your defence is something that has struggled at times this season, and obviously Sunday's one of the best defences that you've had.
I think so, but every man has to step up next, and I think Lat's done a great job. Obviously, he did a great job on Jalen Adams. Even though he had 41, it wasn't impactful 41. Chris Goulding to, I think, 14. Like, we've got people who can defend. It's just if they want to or not, and Lat's taking that role that he wants to be that main guy now that Sunday's out.
You touch on that sort of siege mentality that Robbie talked about and said that people pick on Adelaide. Why do you think Adelaide gets that treatment?
I just think because we haven't made the playoffs. I think because we've underachieved. I've only been here, this is my 2nd season, but you look back in the past, the names you've had and the players, like, you expect to be in that top 3-4 teams, but you never make the playoffs. So I think that's why we've always underachieved. So I think that's the narrative of, Adelaide's not a good team, even with, we spend money, this and that, but we have to change that. And the only way to do it is make the playoffs and try to win a championship.
Probably fair criticism then. He's picking on you, but it's probably fair then.
It depends. I think the NBL sometimes over-exaggerates things a little bit. You guys have a job too to do to make us criticise us, but we take it with positivity, and it's like, all right, cool, criticism, we move forward and we try to change the narrative moving forward.
Guys like Montrez and Kendrick, do you think they're players that really shine when they're playing against the wall? We know this is a time in the season we've got to win every game. Do you feel like they really feed off of that?
Yeah, I think just playing with one another. I think having me back, and once we get Sunday back, there'll be pretty much the whole team back together, and they kind of like playing with me and Isaac. And once we get rolling, it kind of helps them, because if you want to play KD one-on-one, good luck to you. Like United tried to do that with Delhi guarding me, pretty much face guarding, and KD torched them. And then Trez, you want to play one-on-one with Trez, it ain't going to work. So just having someone out there that can space the floor for them, backs against the wall or not, it's going to be good stuff for us.